Welcome to the StockMiner.com studios here in the Black Hills of South Dakota. I am your StockMiner Brian Johnson, and today the market saw a huge reversal from yesterday. Big moves down. This is I haven't done a video for you guys yet this week, so we had Monday off, Memorial Day. I want to thank all those who serve in our military. Make sure you know how much you are appreciated. You are the reason I can do these type of videos and voice my opinion, whatever that might be, either in my videos or in any other forum I wish to do. So thank you very much for your service to the country. We opened up Tuesday to a big gap up, then we ran down, then we ran back up again, looking like the bulls could be gaining a little bit of strength, breaking through some upper resistance levels, only to see it all flush down the toilet today. Did not take long for the bears to decide to take over. There will be numerous Elliott wave counts, I'm sure, out there, all opining about this or all about that. But the point is, if you just look at the charts, we did see a lot of strong selling today. All of the internals were confirming it was very, very strong selling and just relentless. Pull up a chart of a 1 day, 2 minute, or something like that, and you'll see that the bulls got very little air to breathe today. It was just constant pressure from the bears all day long as they pushed and pushed and pushed themselves downwards. Evident in front of you by all the red candles heading down and breaking these lower levels. I've been watching on the charts for a little bit of time here. From a daily perspective, we got back up to and around these 20-day moving averages yesterday and completely sliced through them by the time it was all said and done today, breaking the 20, breaking the 50, back down below these lower support levels, and now heading what appears to be towards and maybe into this 12,200 mark. This will be a major level of support. It'll be interesting to see if we see anything hold down here. The main pattern, if you're an Elliottician, is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This potentially then is your 2 wave, with this beginning of a potential 3 wave. Certainly has the beginnings of it. It's a bearish engulfing of about 2 million candles. Not really, probably 4 or 5, but still. Very strong bearish engulfing pattern today, followed by good participation in the markets into and around these lower support areas. So maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This was 2. This could be 3. If we can get back below this level, that might be what we're looking at then. Something more major on the bear side, and definitely areas for you to start looking at if you like to look into shorts in the market. And NDX 60 minute also took a good thumping. Everything down at least 2% today. That's a big move. That's a big move for the markets. So breaking down and into these lower levels here, I really like the 2300 level to now hold over the next couple days. If we reach, that's 20 points away, but boy, with the selling we saw today, very possible. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, same type of formation, looking at you in the face from an NDX standpoint. Back below the 20, back below the 50 after the nice rise yesterday. Looked like maybe we'd get a little bit of wheels. I wanted to wait today. I wanted to wait to see if we got confirmation today, and we did not. So I will wait to see if we get confirmation from the bears tomorrow. Back below 2320. Yeah, I really like the 2300 area, but you guys know how I am about shorting the NDX. I'm not real big on that, but certainly opportunities coming up. Here we are back below the 20-week moving average. So will this be able to hold? Once again, 2300, major level for the NDX. Watch that level closely if we get down and near it into the next couple days of trading. 2 days left in the week. All right, SPX 60 minute into the 1315 area where we held today, spot on it. Nice solid level of support, just as we would expect. However, we broke up the last couple days and covered a ton of ground to the downside. That is 30 points. This is the kind of bearish moves that we haven't really seen a whole lot lately from the markets. Right back here we saw a pretty decent move, about 25 points. Here it's 30 points now. Can they continue to confirm this move? Nice solid move back above the moving averages yesterday, only to see it all given back today. 1345 holding very nicely, and a huge 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, basically 5 candles again on the bearish engulfing pattern. So we drop to the downside on great participation from the markets. So back down around the 1300 mark is really my next more major level to keep your eyes on, especially in the SPX. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This was wave 2. Potential start of wave 3. We could be there. Let's see if we consolidate tomorrow, or if the selling continues. If the selling continues heavy, where it just won't let the bears breathe all day. Could end up in a day where it just bleeds itself downwards, and every time you think it's going to turn around, it just kind of moves sideways and then moves down. And that's indicative of wave 3s to the downside. VIX up hard today, almost 20%, back up into that 18 area, but you know I like it in and around 19 or 20 before I really start looking more at the bearish sentiment. Right now, we've been stuck within this range before. Been there, done that. How many times have we seen this? Tons. Just look back in the past and you can see this little thin line of support resistance I've had put in here for quite some time. It's held very, very nicely. Right now, as of today, there's no exception. Holding nicely to the lower, holding nicely to the upper, and bouncing within this range. This is still a range of complacency for me until we get up and above 19 or 20. Apple showed us really good action yesterday and really didn't bite it all that hard today. NASDAQ down 2%, Apple down 0.67. That is not a lot. So, still holding up very well. Let me show you what we're getting here. The daily holding this. This is important. See this little 345 area we talked about and talked about and talked about? Once we broke it, it was off to the races. Very nice. Short trade in Apple, but guess what? We're back above it as of yesterday. Got the big gap, got the big run, and now holding so far today, and more importantly, the weekly is holding very nicely too, at and above that 20-week moving average. So 343 to 345, still good, staunch overall support for Apple at the present time. This thing breaks at 355. That is your next level to be watching an Apple to the long side. I really like Apple back above 355, but I'd be very cautious with it until we get there. Don't get in a hurry. FAS breaking down below some lower levels here. I haven't really been able to give you much for entries, or much for ideas on entries, I should say, over the last couple days, because we did not do a video. Or this is the first video of the week since we had Monday off. This dotted line, man, very speculative on my part. Don't follow that. I really like the upper line. Dotted line, not yet. I'm not sold on it quite yet. I really like the FAZ, and I have for a while. I love what this chart is showing. I think it's very clear. Look at the huge run to the upside today in FAZ. I would have had some beautiful, beautiful entries for you right back here, but I didn't do a video on Monday. So if we look at the daily here, the FAZ daily, you'll see where are we at? Right back to the top of this trend line. Still stuck in this channel, and these lines are holding beautifully right now. Hit the bottom, hit the top, hit the bottom, hit the top. Come back down, never reach the bottom. This is good for the bulls. And right back to the top on huge volume. Will it hold? Can it hang out up here? We'll have to wait and see. Looking for confirmation. Back above that 46.20, right around in that range, above 46.20, 46.30. Not a bad look for a long in FAZ. This thing could take off if it'll get up and above this channel. So far, nothing prompting me to do so, but that move tomorrow on any continued pressure downwards in the market could lead to upwards pressure in FAZ. I'd like to see that, so watch that for your entries tomorrow as well. Okay, that really wraps it up for today's video. I had to do some catching up with you after what we saw. We had a gap up yesterday, then a big, huge move down today, but very bearish today. I mean, the internals, the volume, all of it looking pretty strong. Now, it is one day. One day does not a market make. So we'll give it another day to see if they want to consolidate it here. Maybe they just want to move sideways into the end of the week and reevaluate. But we see any further pressure to the downside by the bears, and this could turn into something a little bit more major, a little bit larger pullback in the markets, which we have been waiting for, and it's been much, much, much overdue. Now, that doesn't mean it's here. Doesn't mean we're in the middle of it. Not yet. Let these lower levels get broken. Then we should see the selling really start to increase. And I'll be back with you again probably Friday night. See you then. Bye.